Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Njeri and Ballen series. We're so happy to have you all here viewing us, and then we have a very special guest. We are doing the Senior Capstone Project because we wanted to offer everyone tips on strengthening your network and connecting with your teachers. And we also wanted to emphasize and reemphasize the value of networking and what that means during your undergraduate tenure and how that can carry itself all over into your professional world. So, everyone, I am Jared Ballen, a senior strategic communications major with an area of emphasis in psychology from Durham, North Carolina.
Hello, everyone. My name is Njeri. I am a graduating senior strategic communication major from St. Louis, Missouri. And today we have the honor of speaking with Assistant Dean Porto, who is also the professor for media management and media entrepreneurship.
So, our first question for Professor Porto, Dean Porto, we actually wanted to ask, how would you describe the phrase, your net worth is your network?
Well, I think the the idea behind it is that everyone that you meet brings something to your life and to your table, and whether that is financial or whether that is personal, it's your job in life to find the folks who bring the most to your table, right? And your network can offer you both support, encouragement, but also it can offer you the opportunity for networking with people that you don't know, for connecting with folks in different industries, to get your beyond just the folks who are in your purview. It's really helpful for you to have as much of a wide net of a network as possible, and it also brings different people into your life, and that's always an educational experience, meeting different people and from different backgrounds.
Thank you for your answer. So my question is, if a student wanted to build a relationship with their teacher, what are some ways that you would tell them that they can do that? And are there some do's or don'ts that you would like to share as well?
Well, I think the best thing that you can do is to have an honest relationship with your professors. Be communicative about what's happening with you in your class, participate, engage. Half the battle of being a good student, employee, person is to be present in the room. And so I would say to you, first, be present in the room, in your classes, in life, in work, and whatever it is that you do. And second, communicate. Those two keys, communicate, will be helpful. And things are sort of the basis of a really good relationship with anyone, and a professor is a human being and wants to be communicated with and wants to see you present and engaged in the class.
Okay, thank you very much for that response. I really appreciate it. So before we close off, we just wanted to each share our stories with you and how we connected with you. I met Assistant Dean Porto before she was Assistant Dean Porto in one of my classes. And unfortunately, the class is really quiet and I can't stand awkward silence. So I'm always going to talk in classes. And so I just always kept talking to the point where she was like, all right, Joanne, what do you have to say about this? I kind of was talking. And so that's kind of how it was. And I told her, I was like, I kind of just want to get a job where I can talk, can we kind of see that? And she's like, we'll see. And then she kind of just started we just exchanged numbers. So we started texting, not just about school, kind of just about life. I was telling her I need an internship. So she was starting to connect me. She looked at my resume. She was like, this is trash. Let's hop on Zoom. Let's work on it. She didn't say the words trash. She said it needed to be worked on. And then so after that, because she helped me so much, she's like, I'm willing to help other students. So I'm telling everyone, hey, talk to the dean, talk to her. And everyone's like, man, I'm like, guys, talk to her. She has resources. And so ever since then, we've been really cool. we're so cool now, like literally on a texting basis. I tell her all the time, she's like one of my close friends, and she says, I need friends my age. But yeah, so that's my story about Assistant Dean Porto, and I'll let Jared share.
Well, first off, I actually want to thank both of you all for what I'm about to share, because first off, starting off, Joanne was really pushing that I connect and reach out to Dean Porto. So I want to thank you first and foremost for that. But once I did that, and we've recently tried to make this connection and develop this relationship, although it's been through via email and, technologically, nonetheless, still, a relationship that we're building. As you know, recently I was sending my resume in search of an entry-level job or internship. And I just love the fact that you gave me your honest feedback. Although I didn't want to hear it at first, my resume needed some work. We fixed that. So I think that made all the difference in the world. And then your advice with another internship before I really get out here into the world and try to find work, I really appreciate that, because I think that'll be very beneficial to myself. But it's funny, you never know what opportunities will come through your way, based off of the people that you meet and the relationships you develop with them. So I sent you my resume, you sent it out. I remember you sent me the email for that great job opportunity. I applied, and then of course, I was able to get it. So I wanted to thank you very much for that. And with that story, everyone, networking and reaching out with people and developing those relationships, you never know what opportunities could come your way. And also, you never know what type of relationship you can have with that individual, that teacher or boss or whoever it is. You never know what type of relationship to develop between the two of you all. So I want to thank you, Dean Porto, for that opportunity. And also, Joanne, I want to thank you too. So, yes.
So before we close off, do you have like any last tips or advice that you want to give to students that are trying to start relationship building and networking with their professors and in school in general?
Everyone that you meet is an opportunity for you to connect. And sometimes the connections aren't, that exciting, but sometimes you meet people that you connect with and they're like, I'm going to help you get to the next space. And, years ago when I was a student in high school, I had a teacher who helped me to connect and get where I was going and go to journalism school. And so I'm passing it along to those of you. And I would say most professors are very interested in helping you. So all you have to do is ask.
Thank you.
Yes. That is some great advice. So we want to thank you again, Dean Porto, so much for participating in our capstone and for you taking out your time during your day to come and help us out and give us your honest opinion on this subject matter. So we thank you so much. We're very appreciative and thankful for you.
Well, thank you, and send more students my way.
Yes, will do.
Will do.
All right. You too. Bye-bye.